Hey guys, this is Mectojic, back with another episode of the Translucent Plastics Archive. Welcome. Now in today's episode, I'm going to be doing something interesting. It's an unboxing, and this is something again, that I haven't seen on YouTube at all. This is an iParrott stereo multimedia headset. And what does it say here? Let's have a look. For speech recognition and computer applications. See, what this is a headset which comes with a microphone. And you may expect, if you're a user of the internet these days, that the main people who would use a headset and with a microphone would be someone who's doing a online video call or playing a video game and needs to chat to their friends, something like that. But back in the late 90s, the main application that this was marketed as was speech recognition. There was a rise, especially with companies like IBM with their VIA Voice software, that had recently developed speech recognition software, which was, viewed as the future of computing back then, that you'd be able to input commands to your computer and tell it what to do, and input speech, say things so that you wouldn't have to type out lengthy Word documents. It was this really optimistic utopian idea of what the future would be. Of course, what they hadn't realized was that even today, speech recognition just isn't as good as, and dictation that is, isn't as good as just typing, especially in terms of speed. It's usually just faster to type something out, and it's less taxing on you to constantly have to use your voice, and obviously that's very distracting in the office and all that. But anyway, that's getting off topic. Basically, this is a headset that was designed for speech recognition, to work with software, and to work with the Macintosh. And of course, it's part of the Translucent Plastics collection because it is in fact a blueberry color model. So let's talk about it. The company is Macsense. You may recognize them because they're the ones who made the Macsense eye catch. It's the same brand, so you can see the branding is similar actually to one of the eye catches that I showed in a previous video. It actually looks like the older logo. Actually, I might have that right here. Okay, well I managed to find it here. It's the eye catch by Macsense. You can see that the same branding is on that one too. So yeah, we've got Macsense, late 90s, probably 99, probably about then. Let's have a look at the box and then we'll get inside and unbox it, hey? So the company is, it's called iParrott. There are actually a few different iParrotts. One of the ones which I'd seen in the past was one that just had one side of speaker. And that was common for speech recognition. You didn't need both ears to hear what you were saying and get inputs, so you would only have one. But I've always wanted to get a headset that's translucent and historic and has both sides, so I can not just use this as a, as a stereo microphone, but also as a headset that will work with any headphone jack related product. Modern iPhones don't have them, but pretty much everything else does. All right, so let's read what we've got on here. So there's a few technical specifications on here, which you can have a look at. Most of this is all online anyway, so it's just something, if you want to pause the video and read anything in particular that may be of interest to you, that's up to you. I don't like to talk too much about technical details. On the other side, what does it say here? Plug and play, good. All right, now let's get inside the box. That's the main thing. So inside, this has been unopened before, but it is still all in its pristine original condition. So there you go. It's a very beautiful headset, I must say. Very nice, bold blue color. You can tell that some companies didn't cheap out on their plastics. When you have a bolder color, it usually means that you've got a stronger concentration of whatever you're using in the chemistry. All right, so let's get that out. The top is actually a thin band of metal. All right, that's what we have inside. Very simple packaging. I think I have no choice but to rip this out. Let's just do that. I'm not going to keep the box anyway. It's not particularly of historical interest. All right, so what we get is this cable, which is quite long, obviously intended for desktop use, not really portable use. What you have here is this is the microphone jack, and this is actually plain talk, if I'm not mistaken. So it means that it will only work on older Macintosh, from the early 90s and for the 90s going into the early 2000s. And you've got this sort of little translucent thing here as well, which is, patent pending. Interesting. I think that's part of the translation software, whatever that is. We actually have another connection here, which looks like a modem, which is pretty interesting. So we've got a headphone jack, a modem, and then a microphone jack, and all of that. Oh, I see. So the modem is actually going to connect here into this part of the headset, which actually connects to the headset itself. So you plug that into there as such. I can get my camera to actually focus. So there you go. That's the headset. I hope it will make a nice sound, but that'll depend on whether I test it out and see what it's like. Anyway, there you go. That's the iParrott stereo multimedia headset by Macsense. And stay tuned for another video.